Hello, and welcome to the Tavern Chat podcast. I am your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. Now, before I jump into things such as, I don't know, how to win at RPGs, Tales from the Loop RPG, the rulebook in PDF. This is the Any winner from 2017, the platinum bestseller on DriveThru. At the moment, and I don't know how long it's going to last, it might just last an hour after this podcast goes up. But at the moment, the loop is free. Not on sale, not deal of the day. It is free. So go to drivethrurpg.com and do a search for Tales from the Loop. And if you're hearing this and you check and it's free, not the normal like $20 it normally is, but free, grab it. Because, that's one of the ways you win at RPGs. But, yes, I've seen this come up a lot, not just online, but when you talk to friends that don't understand what the whole role-playing game deal is, it's like, it's a game, so how do you win? How do you beat people? How, what is the winning strategy for RPGs? Well, the winning strategy for being an RPG player is to have fun. I'll repeat that. Having fun is how you win at role-playing. Now, it goes a little bit deeper than that, obviously, because your fun shouldn't be at the expense of the fun of others. If you get your jollies out of being the, my thief steals from the party member, because he's a thief. He steals from everybody. No. Because that's going to ruin the fun for everybody else. You're not having fun. You're enjoying being a dick. Okay? And that, while you might enjoy it, is not how you win at playing RPGs. Remember, a successful session is a party, a group of players working together to maybe not even overcome. Maybe it's not. Maybe you don't overcome the adversaries that the DM, GM puts against you. Maybe you don't. That's possible. But if the process is enjoyable, if this shared imaginary world that we participate in is giving you enjoyment, you're winning. Your character can die. You're winning. Now, the method to enjoy a campaign is probably different than, I don't know, a convention game. A convention game is one and done. So your enjoyment is going to be not just the experience, but probably achieving that goal. The goal that the game master has set for your group of players to overcome. But in a campaign, that joy could be, I don't know, virtual shopping. Socializing at that pub, trying to get rumors and information. It doesn't make a difference. If your time flies when you're having your game session as a player, you're a winner. Right? You can have a whole group at the table. Hopefully everybody walks away feeling that they had a great time and that they won. And that includes the GM. So I'm going to step away for a second. My throat with the allergies is still ugh. So let me clear my throat, and we'll talk about how the GM not just should have fun himself or herself, but how they can facilitate making sure everybody else is having fun and leave feeling like they're winners. I'll be right back. So the GM is like the facilitator. You know, they, he, she, they're the ones that put the scenario in front of you and put the challenges in front of you and hopefully can keep the game running at a pace that keeps everybody engaged. Because as a GM, you know how you win? It's not the TPK. I mean, yes, GMs, we joke about it, especially convention GMs. Oh, did you get a TPK? Did you kill everybody? And sure, it happens. I don't get any special joy out of TPKs. I personally, as a GM, I hate them in campaign play because it pretty much ends that campaign that you had going. It's less of a problem at a convention game, but you got to make sure that TPK is enjoyable. And how do you make a TPK enjoyable at a convention game? You let those players pull out whatever they needed to do to get that, like the heroic last stand. Yes. And sometimes heroes fall. Sometimes they all fall. You know, it happens. But they should have fun and an enjoyable time doing it. Because your responsibility as a GM is, yes, you're facilitating enjoyment. And it's not just your players' enjoyment. It's got to be your enjoyment. I really love having players that, kind of take things in different directions than I expected because they keep me guessing. The worst thing for me is running an adventure, especially at a convention, and the players are just going through the motions. When they start thinking a little bit out of the box, it makes me have to respond out of the box. And I happen to be a DM that likes to improv. I like the challenge that the players send at me, if that's the case. And if I can improv off of what they're giving me as feedback, then my improv is feedback to their feedback. And it just reinforces their thoughts, their ideas of what's going on. I love rolling with that. And if there's a TPK, so be it. But please leave it toward at least the second half of that game session. You don't want to TPK everybody in the first 15 minutes and then you're sitting around twiddling thumbs because that's not what the players came to your table for. They came to your table to have a good time. They came to your table to, win, lose, or draw. They want to walk away having had a good time because, again, that's how you win RPGs. If you're not having a good time in a role-playing session, that's how you lose. And sometimes you can't help but lose. Sometimes your GM is maybe not the best. Maybe they're inexperienced. Maybe they're not hitting those spots. And maybe it's just you. Maybe everybody else at the table is having a great time and you're just not. It happens. You can't win all the time. But with the right attitude and the right game master, you can certainly screw the odds into your favor. And isn't that the whole point? Seriously. I mean, like I said, when I get great positive feedback at the end of the game session, especially at a convention, I feel like a winner as a GM. I really do. Because they had fun. I won. I'm not looking to. It's not like I won because I killed all the PCs. No, I won because my players left away with stories to tell and a good experience or a great experience. So, yeah, it was on my mind because I've been seeing this in social media. It's like, how do you win an RPG? And some people go off on these tangents because it's like, oh, you got to outsmart your GM. No, You just got to find that proper rapport with your GM. And then everybody walks away winners. My opinion. I'm sure I'm going to get feedback on this one. I'm sure we get a voicemail on two. Kanka, you're full of shit. Which is quite possible. If you ask my wife, I certainly am at times. That's okay. Now listen, even with this, I enjoy your feedback. Even if you agree with me or not. On that note, folks, I'm going to bid you good night. In the background, in the next room, I believe the Giants are getting their asses trounced by the Patriots. Not that I expected anything less, but for, I don't know, 2.5 quarters, they played a decent competitive game and then just gave it all up. Ah, well. Next year, there's always next year. On that note, folks, as always, be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice, and I will talk with you all tomorrow. Later, folks.